While you were scrolling reels, two companies just declared war over the future of humanity. And the loser, it might be you. This isn't about chatbots. This is totally about whether robots will become toy for billionaires or your grandkids will get one of them for less than a used car. I'm about to show you the battle which every tech insider is watching, but no one is speaking about. January 2026, CES, Las Vegas. Boston Dynamics walks on stage with Atlas, the newest humanoid robot. The tech world loses its mind. CNET calls it the best robot of 2026. It can lift up to 110 pounds and rotate its entire body 360 degrees, and it just started shipping to Hyundai factories. 2 weeks later, Elon tweets Optimus Gen 3 reveals next month. Production target 10 million units per year. Not 10,000, not 100,000. It's 10 million. That's when I realized we are not watching a product launch. We are watching a philosophy war that will reshape civilizations. Here is where it gets insane. Boston Dynamics has spent 30 years perfecting Atlas. This robot has 56 degrees of freedom and it can do backflips. It operates in temperature from -4 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. When its battery dies, it walks itself to charging station and swap its own battery. This is engineering perfection. This is iPhone of robots. What is the Tesla's approach? It is completely opposite. They are not trying to build the best robots. They are trying to build Model T of robots. Mass production, radical cost cutting, good enough to work, cheap enough to buy. Optimus has 50 actuators in its hand alone, designed to replicate human hands, not exceed them. And here's the kicker. Tesla's using the same AI that powers self-driven cars. While Boston Dynamics carefully engineers each Atlas, Tesla just broke ground on a factory designed to pump out 10 million Optimus robots. Think about that number. There are only 8 billion people on Earth. One of them will change everything and the other will become footnote in history. Before you pick a side, you must know the dirty secrets which both companies are hiding. October 2025, Tesla demo event. Optimus is serving drinks, playing with kids, dancing, and it looks incredible. Teleoperation. A human with a controller. Like high-tech puppet show. Here's what will blow your mind. Boston Dynamics does it too. So does every other robotics company. The demo videos you see, the viral videos, a lot of them have a person with a controller behind the curtain. The robots can't actually do most of these steps autonomously yet. Industry expert Rodney Brooks, the guy who invented the Roomba, calls the vision of autonomous humanoid assistants pure fantasy. So why we are talking about 10 million robots if they can't even work by their own? This is because the price war. Because here's where Tesla might actually be planning for ditches. Elon says Optimus will cost $20,000 to $30,000 at scale. Boston Dynamics won't even tell us what actually does Atlas cost, but the IP67 waterproofing, the dual swappable batteries, and 56 degrees of freedom, we are talking about hundreds of thousands. But then in July 2025, a Chinese company called Unitree, they released a humanoid robot for $4,500. Wait, what? Everyone said sub $10,000 humanoid were decades away. Unitree just did it in 2025. Morgan Stanley estimates robot cost for $2 million in 2025. They predict they'll drop to $15,000 by 2050 in market with cheap manufacturing. But what if Tesla hits that number in 2030 or 2028? A $15,000 robot that folds laundry, stocks shelves, or care for your aging parents. That's not a luxury item, that's a market revolution. And that's what Boston Dynamics should be terrified of. Who is actually winning? Okay, let's cut through the hype. Here's what actually happening in 2026. Boston Dynamics shipping Atlas to Hyundai factories this year. Real deployments, proven customers, controlled rollouts by 2028, and a plans to build 30,000 Atlas robots annually. That's real, that's happening. Tesla has not shipped a single Optimus to the customer yet. Gen 3 is still a prototype. That 10 million unit battery just proved the count. Production starts late 2026, maybe. On paper, Boston Dynamics is destroying Tesla. But here's the thing about Tesla. They did exact same thing with the electric cars. Everyone laughed when they said they'd make 5 million EVs a year. Impossible, they said. Too expensive, they said. Now Tesla makes 2 million cars every year, and every automaker is scrambling to catch up. If Tesla can do the same thing to the robots what they did to the cars, Boston Dynamics' perfectionist approach becomes irrelevant. It's like watching Nokia make the best world's flip phone while Apple ships the iPhone. But, and this is crucial, if Tesla can execute, that's massive if. Goldman Sachs just released a research saying humanoid robot shipment might only hit 1.4 million units by 2035, not the tens of millions everyone is predicting. Hype and reality are on different planets right now. Here's what nobody's saying clearly enough. This isn't reality about Tesla versus Boston Dynamics. This is about whether robots will become available to normal people or just corporations and the ultra wealthy people. Morgan Stanley predicts a 5 trillion humanoid robot market by 2050, almost a billion robots, and 90% for industrial use. But what about the other 10%? What about the 100 million robots in homes? Your elderly parents could have a caregiver that never gets tired. Your kids could have a tutor that never gets impatient. Small businesses could afford employees that work 24 by 7. Or we end up with neither. The technology could stall, the cost could stay high, and humanoid robots could remain an expensive gimmick for another 20 years. That's the what, and 2026 is the year we find out which future we are getting it. Here is what I need you to do. Drop a comment right now. Are you team Tesla or team Boston Dynamics, and why? Hit subscribe because in 6 months we'll get to know who is actually delivering and who is just delivering the promises. The question is, who is actually going to bring to your door?